Jack Fox had quite a season. Let's talk Lions. Thank you for liking, for commenting, and subscribing to Let's Talk Lions. I appreciate it with my whole heart. But the good thing is my whole heart is bigger than the Grinch's after it expands. Spoiler alert. We'll move forward, shall we? Seriously, thank you for being a part of Let's Talk Lions, of this community that we're building, and I love it. So thank you. So what I wanted to do today was take a little bit of time, look at Jack Fox, our rookie punter, look at his stats, look at where he came from the beginning of this season to where he is today, and really what the future holds for Fox here in Detroit. I'll tell you this much, Fox had quite a season. He was outstanding. So much so that the Detroit Lions only had 3 Pro Bowlers, yes, count them, 3 Pro Bowlers this season, one being TJ Hawkinson, the other being Frank Ragnow, and lastly, of course, Jack Fox. Jack Fox was incredible. Look at his overall end of the season stats. At the end of the 2020 season, Fox had a total of 59 punts, a total of 2,897 yards, an average of 49.1 yards per punt, a net punting average of 44.8 yards, and a recorded long of 67 yards. So you look at those stats, you look at what he was able to put up. Fox had an awesome season. And I know some people might be like, great, here we are, we're talking about the punter. That shows how bad we were. Yeah, it does. Our team this year, man, did we struggle? Did we ever struggle? But you know what? As we're moving into this whole new retooling period for the Detroit Lions, it's good to have a great punter. I'll say that. Based on Fox's average yards per punt, that 49.1 yards a punt, he was ranked in the top 5 in the NFL. I think he was ranked at 4th in the NFL. Obviously, this past offseason, we let Sam Martin go. He moved on. He goes to Denver. Martin, in comparison, you look at it, you have Jack Fox ranked 4th overall for punters in the NFL. Martin was ranked 13th overall. So quite a significant difference when you look at their yards per punt. Martin put up a total of 46.8 yards a punt. So just slightly under a 3-yard difference. And let me tell you, those 3 yards, they matter, especially when the Lions defense was as atrocious as it was. When it came for the recorded long punt at 67 yards, he was in the top 6 in the NFL, and he was ranked in the top 5 when it came to punting within the 20-yard line, hitting a total of 26 punts in that 20-yard line. So that's taking a step back, looking at the whole season. You look at game 1 against Chicago. He punted 4 times, and he put up an average of 49.3 yards per punt. And he put 2 of those punts inside the 20-yard line. It was a solid opening performance for a rookie, looking at him, and then it didn't just stop there. He had a tremendous season, obviously, as he went to the Pro Bowl. But that was game 1 against Chicago, so let's just run down the line, look at his stats. We're not going to hit them all because that's too much. You can check it for yourself, but I'll just read off just the average yards per punt. Week 1 against Chicago, it was 49.3 yards per punt. Week 2 was against Green Bay, where he put up 54.2. Week 3 against Arizona was 55.5. Against New Orleans, it was 54.5. Against Jacksonville, it was 45 yards per punt. Against Atlanta, he had 3 punts, and he put up 59 yards per. Then against Indy, he put up 52.4 yards per punt. Against Minnesota, he went 46.5. Against Washington, he went 47.8. Against Carolina, it was 42.2 yards per punt. On Thanksgiving Day against Houston, he put up 46 yards per punt. The following week against Chicago, he put up 44. Against Green Bay, he put up an average of 44.7 yards a punt. Against Tennessee, he did have his low for the season, but he only punted the ball once, and it was for 36 yards. The following week was against Tampa Bay, where he put up 47.8. And then lastly, against Minnesota, he finished off with 50.5 yards per punt, leaving him the grand total average at the end of the season with 49.1 yards per punt. Fox was ranked second in the NFL by the end of the season when it came to the average amount of hang time per punt, and it came in at about 4.58 seconds. With that hang time, the Lions finished in the top 5 in the NFL when it came to yards allowed per punt at only 5.5 yards. So our defense, because of the amount of time he was able to hold that ball up there, defense gets down the field only allowing 5.5 yards per punt on average, which is awesome. That's probably the best that our defense did throughout the season, and it's really because of Jack Fox's hang time per punt. So what I'm getting at is Fox had an outstanding season. For a rookie punter to come in under Matt Patricia, the poor leadership. Now, granted, special teams, that's where we had our most success under Braden Coombs. That's where we found our most success. However, to come in as a rookie, coming out of Rice, to be one of the only 3 guys on the team to be named to the Pro Bowl, to be ranked in the top 5 for punters across the NFL for the average amount of yards per punt, my guy balled out. And I know, being a punter, that's not the sexy position, right? And who knows how many people are even going to watch this video because it's about a punter. Truth of the matter is, that's something to be happy about, to be excited about as a Lions fan moving into this new era. To know, wow, that's an area that we don't have to have that much worry. I love seeing a rookie kill it, not to mention a rookie killing it when it comes to a very dysfunctional team, very dysfunctional leadership. Well, at least for half the season under Matt Patricia. But Fox earned it. He did. And I look forward to seeing what he does in the future, how he progresses, how he develops, especially under a guy like Dave Phipp, who we just brought in from Philadelphia. Phipp has had solid success in Philly, and I look forward to seeing what he's able to do and how much further he's able to develop Jack Fox. Drop your thoughts in the comments. As always, I look forward to reading it, and I'll catch you next time on Let's Talk Lions.